There we
Okay.
go.
Oh,
I gotta get the chat
we're
up.
2 minutes late, just like how Jungle Book Alive with Magic is probably going to be late tonight. Or actually, it was probably already late tonight. But we'll get to that later. Possibly. I don't know. Welcome to the TheCoasterCastersPodcast, episode 27. Can't talk. With me tonight, I have Andy from Theme Parks and Travels.
Hi, Travis. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been a while. Super
Been
busy.
like 4 weeks.
3, I think.
It was a little worrying.
I only missed 2 shows. I think.
And
Maybe 3.
newest member of the Coaster Casters podcast, Will Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Hello, how's everyone?
Wow, so anticlimactic.
I know.
And finally, Sir Owen Disney.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going, Owen?
My mind is blown because I actually got to watch a movie where I didn't hate Andy Samberg in it.
I saw that. I was really surprised.
You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one.
Whoa. We got breaking news.
Already? Wow.
Like, channel breaking news. Is that true? That can't be true. That can't be true. Sorry, I'm freaking out. I saw something. Oh my goodness.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Are we talking about Popstar?
No. My Six Flags America 2016 video is my highest viewed video on the channel at 321 views.
Nice.
Nice.
Bruh.
Hey,
Bruh.
Travis. Welcome to the club of Six Flags promotional content being the highest viewed video on your channel.
Woo! Six Flags.
Same thing for me.
Clutch.
I think mine is Six Flags Over Texas 2016. It's just so random.
320. How much? I'm not gonna. Never mind. Not gonna say those words. Analytics, I guess. Okay. We're gonna start off. Yes, we have Star Wars playing in the back. I'm doing this because I'm memorializing the fact that I have the Star Wars vinyls now, and they are glorious. So if you can go out to your FYE or Barnes & Noble or hipster vinyl store, go buy the vinyls for Star Wars Force Awakens because it's gloriously amazing. Along with, I always do this, listen to Hamilton. Just listen to it. Give it a chance because it's freaking amazing. Besides that, Andy, would you like to start with your news?
Absolutely. So I'm gonna start with some Busch Gardens Williamsburg news. So last weekend, actually, I was at the park. We went to Food and Wine, and we took a look. And I took a look at some of the Invader construction. So, did you talk about how the Gwazi trains are going to be used on it last week, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, of course. Okay. So you've got the Gwazi trains on site, of course. They're backstage somewhere, but the site itself is largely cleared off. You see like all the tree stumps have been removed. Last time I saw an update, those were still there, and you can see really where the ride's going to go. There's a dip in the valley. That's where the ride's going to dive into the canyon, kind of, and then curl around some trees. The ride really is going to interact with the with Les Scoot, the log flume. That ride, it looks like the Busch Gardens Tampa log flume now. There's no now that there's no trees, so that's going to be interesting. Dive into the canyon, kind of. Then
Whoa.
that's a really long lag there, but you can also see where they're putting the station and the queue is now clear. I kind of expect them to start putting in or digging holes for footers and stuff soon. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on there. You can get a really good view of all the construction from, I assume, the log flume. I didn't want to get wet last weekend. And the train actually runs right through the construction site, so that's really interesting to look at. Let's move down to SeaWorld Orlando, where
Andy.
Mako. Yeah.
Before you get started with going away from Williamsburg, can you mention a little bit more about their Food and Wine Festival
Oh.
for everyone that doesn't know anything about it?
So the Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival. Williamsburg was the first SeaWorld park to do one. They have, I think, 13 booths now. You've got Virginia, Hawaii.
Woo.
Those are the 2 new ones for this year. You've got a ton of others like Italy, France. They have crepes in France, a French Quarter, so New Orleans food. France. You've got Germany, Ireland. You've got Spain, I think. I think they have Spain. You've got American Southwest, Canada, Greece. Yeah, I think I might have skipped over Germany, Scotland. You've got a good amount of booths now. The event is running it started from last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and is going to run till the end of the month, pretty much. I don't know the exact dates. I strongly recommend trying the crepes in particular. Those are my favorite item on that they serve. It's really they made those permanent, but they were delicious. My favorite one.
It ends on June 26th.
Thank you. Yeah. Yep. So they've got a whole month to enjoy those. Again, the crepes. I recommend the cordon bleu crepe. That is the best one. It's a
What are you doing, Will?
Trying to finish this icy I have.
Bruh.
I apologize for being disrespectful. Continue, Randy.
It's fine. It's just, dude. It's
God,
wrong.
You're just like a school teacher. Will, put that drink down or I'll send you to the principal's office. It's like a school teacher. God.
Give me your tots.
Oh, no.
God. What a freaking idiot.
Sorry. Continue, Andy.
No problem. Yeah. Oh, there's there's Asia too, and I think that's the other booth. I just found and the Caribbean. Just looking through the list now. Got it pulled up. I think I got everything else. Yeah, it looks like it. But yeah, you can. They have some really good food there. Good portion sizes, unlike Epcot, for example. $5 will get you. It's not like a full-on meal, but it's actually a decent size. Like it's a quarter or a half of a meal, roughly, depending on your item. Yeah, I recommend that. I recommend the crepes. All of them are good. I recommend the in Virginia the hush puppies. Those are delicious. They have like a honey glaze to them and stuff. So
Did you see the onion pieces inside them?
Inside the hush puppies?
Yes.
I didn't notice that. I didn't know they had that in there.
Usually onions are in hush puppies, but usually they use like onion powder, so it's very rare that you actually would get a piece of onion in there. And that's the reason I don't eat Captain D's hush puppies, because I saw that when I was a kid, and it scarred me for life.
No, they tasted. I didn't notice anything weird about them, but I like the chocolate lava cake in Southwest. Everything that I had was good. Great way to try new foods. Even the Spam sliders were delicious. Yeah, I really recommend getting it out there. We actually got one of the packages they have online where you pay. There you have a $35 package that gets you 10 foods to try, and a $50 package that gets you 15 foods to try. And yeah, it's all good. So strongly recommend that. So now let's move on to SeaWorld Orlando, where Mako soft opened. Our friends at Wild Gravity Travels and Orlando Park Pass were there on the first day yesterday. I've been told by Jim and Brent that it's a really good coaster, but it's not necessarily the best hyper. You know, soft openings, you get a ticket at the ride, and and you can enter when it's there. It also soft opened again today, but overall I've heard really good reviews of it. And now, speaking of soft openings, Lightning Rod is finally soft opening at Dollywood.
Took long enough.
Yeah, but there were some serious issues. Not RMC's fault.
They were just trying to get all the kinks out.
Hey, RMC did not disappoint with Storm Chaser. Oh, God. It was
They didn't disappoint with anything they've built. Except for maybe
Andy,
Goliath.
you need to get your butt out here and ride Storm Chaser.
I've been on Twisted Colossus already.
Gotta ride it. You have to, either this year or next year. It's so good.
I've heard it's not even the best one.
It's not the best one, probably, and it's so good.
But they're all so good. Yeah.
RMC doesn't... I don't think it's legal for RMC to make a bad ride.
I mean, Goliath is short. That's
So
the biggest complaint about that. I mean, that's
Storm Chaser. I will be honest. Storm Chaser is super short.
It looks like it's better than Goliath though.
It's like a minute and a half.
Yeah, Goliath is like a minute probably.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't have that many exciting elements. Like you've got the cool looking drop. I mean, I love the I-305 style drop, but otherwise it's mostly turns. You've got like the Immelman. You've got the Top Gun stall, but otherwise it doesn't look that great.
No overbank turns.
The overbank turns, you've got a ton of them, but they're
In
not.
Storm Chaser, there's a couple of overbank turns.
Yeah. Lightning Rod has a million of them.
Yeah.
I want a POV of Lightning Rod and Upstop Media.
Yeah, they should be getting one out soon.
I need to watch that.
Get Travis to get you POV because he's gonna get a GoPro.
But speaking of Upstop Media, he was saying that Lightning Rod is like the I think he said it was the greatest coaster ever or something insane like that. So, that's promising. I'm very excited to ride this. I just really want to ride.
Oh, that's awkward.
What?
Nothing. I'm just changing all the descriptions in the past videos.
So,
I remember that time that we had the thing going because we tried to get on iTunes and just never worked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fun times.
All right. So there's a couple Cedar Fair parks with some news. Those parks are Valley Fair and Canada's Wonderland. They both have some 2017 rumors. At Valley Fair, the rumor is a dark ride or interactive attraction. One of the rumors is like an EA ride, like Plants vs. Zombies or Mass Effect.
Nice.
And what else? I guess that's it. I thought there was. It's that Screamscape made it sound like there were two, but I guess there aren't. I'm not that. But yeah, they've got that there. That's the rumor, and I believe that kind of. I think that's in the Valley Fair range of rides.
Yeah.
You know, they can't get something huge, but they can get something like that. Canada's Wonderland is rumored to be getting a B&M invert. Now,
okay.
this sounds to me personally like one of those fan speculation rumors more than
we know that something's happening at Kings Island.
yeah, but I don't think that's a Giga because that's literally okay. I don't think that there's anything wrong with putting a Hyper and a Giga in the same park, but literally I believe that's right near Diamondback, and that would just be weird. Putting a Giga and a Hyper right next to each other sounds stupid to me.
I personally think it's an RMC.
I don't. No, I highly doubt that one. It's never happening.
They could be making something called Valraven too.
Yeah, same state. I mean, you could. I doubt you're gonna get a dive coaster. I don't think they're getting a Giga. Maybe a Wing Rider. I don't really know though. But Canada's Wonderland, I guess it's their turn for a coaster. It's been quite a while. I guess 2012 or 13 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know which Cedar Fair park's gonna be the one coaster that's actually finally getting their which Cedar Fair park's getting their coaster next year. They only seem to do one a year. But I guess I'm guessing it's probably 45% chance of Canada's Wonderland, 45% chance of Kings Island, and 10% somewhere else. Or the other ones combined. Let's just say that. I don't think Kings Dominion's getting it, but I still think I don't think we're getting it, but I think there's still a very long shot that we are. Knott's even could be getting it. Knott's is trying to clear some land out back in the boardwalk, but yeah. So that's going to be interesting to watch. So far, Kings Island looks like it's the one though, because they're clearing land, obviously. And finally, this is the last piece of news. This is Six Flags news, so we're gonna try and transfer over to Will there, but the Six Flags Superman virtual reality coasters at Six Flags America, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and Six Flags New England are all opening this week. I believe they're all opening on the 11th, but there's some pass holder previews, at least in DC, on the 8th and 10th, and I think the 9th possibly too. I will be riding this week. I am very excited. Very, very excited. This is I might be more excited for this than I have for a lot of other coasters. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these big headline attractions are like with VR on them.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Well, with that, we move over to Will.
So Andy already told you about the Superman VR experience. I only have one bit of news from a Six Flags park, and that is from Six Flags Over Georgia, which is in my neck of the woods. Blue Hawk. If you remember, if you live in the Atlanta area and go to Six Flags Over Georgia a lot, Blue Hawk used to formerly be known as the Ninja. The Ninja was its original incarnation. Blue Hawk is now testing. It will officially reopen to the public on June 9th, which is in a couple of days. And this is really cool. The first riders of Blue Hawk will be active military and their families. That's pretty
cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Apparently, Blue Hawk will have a USA military theme to it, which is really cool. I'll be going, hopefully, if it doesn't rain Sunday, I'll be going, so I can so I can see how it looks, and you can purchase your season passes, memberships, and daily tickets all at www.sixflags.com/overgeorgia, and that's it for me. Sorry I had little news this week, but I should have more news next week.
It's all right. Okay, Owen.
Well, before we get started with anything, I want to piggyback a little bit on what Andy was talking about with Mako. Buyer beware if you're a little bit on the heavier side. The restraints aren't friendly, if you will. And there are several people that have not been able to either get a very tight squeeze or they have not been able to fit. And this has made me very nervous to be able to ride it. I know apparently if you carry your weight in your hips and your thighs, you're going to have an issue. And there's no different seating. There's not bigger seats for Mako at all.
Yeah, I mean, B&M Hypers, B&Ms in general are a little bit better than other rides, but without the big persons, the bigger seats, it might be a little hard for sure.
Well, my question is, if Okay, I saw this today, and I don't know if it's true or not. It's one of those things you click on the internet and you just see, and you don't even necessarily read. You just see it like a headline. It's probably one of those like clickbait articles. But it said something like, Florida is very on the heavier side, by and large, pun not intended. And I can't understand why SeaWorld, who's already had issues anyway with trying to get people to come to the parks, would try to deter people of a little bit bigger weight coming to their parks and riding their new star attraction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not SeaWorld who really makes the decision, though. It's B&M, and I actually don't think they have a B&M hypercar with larger seats. That's the thing.
I thought Intimidator did.
It might actually. I don't really remember though.
I know.
Intimidator is a different type.
I know
of
Diamond does.
It does. Okay, I guess I didn't know that. So.
Because I got stuck in a bigger seat and I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I'm a skinny dude, and a skinny dude in a big dude seat. No.
it should be the same though. I mean, the restraints still don't go as far down. Let's just say, I mean, I've been on Dominator before.
I love Dominator. Dominator's bad.
In the bigger seats, and it's not that bad.
Dominator is bad.
Well, my question for the panel is, do you think there's going to be any sort of backlash for SeaWorld for not having any sort of bigger seat involved?
Maybe. I see them figuring out a way to change the seats, and they make new ones, so heavier people can get on the ride. Maybe.
I mean, I can't guarantee that I'm going to have an issue. I just like to know in advance. And the test seats do not help, because I found out numerous times that I've not been able to fit on the test seat, and I still was able to fit on the regular seat.
Or there was this guy at Kentucky Kingdom. I'm not gonna say his name, even though I don't know his name. But there's this guy at Kentucky Kingdom. He fit in the test seat, and he's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, let's go." And he rode the ride, and he didn't fit in the seat.
Yeah, I never use the test seat. I think it's a waste of time. And plus, it looks really bad. It's really embarrassing most of the time. Because it's just right there out in the open, and people could, like, stand there and, like, make fun of you, and there goes your self-esteem for the day.
Yeah. But you can also say, you, sir, know what you can do with your hat.
Exactly. I will try to get over to Mako, actually, third week of Horror Nights this year. I haven't quite decided when yet, but I'm trying to work on that. I really want to go. I want to see Spooktacular badly, so hopefully this will be the year.
Hopefully.
A couple things about Mako. Mako's doing a special event starting June 10th through August 7th called the Summer of Mako. It's a promotion that's going to be themed for the summer. In addition to Mako, there's going to be a Shark Touch pool at the relaxation station near Wild Arctic. Interactive games.
Thanks.
I hate that echo. It's driving me nuts, guys.
Sorry.
Interactive games spread throughout the park, including the Mako Challenge, which is a park-wide text message-based scavenger hunt. Sounds awesome. Shamu Stadium will host the Shamu Celebration, Light Up the Night, in the evening starting on June 18th, and the waterfront area will become home to a block party. More SeaWorld Orlando news. This for you, Will. For those of you planning to visit around July 4th, there will be concerts by legendary country star Lee Greenwood on July 2nd and 3rd at Bayside Stadium at 6:30 p.m. each night.
No way.
Travis, I don't know if I think that may tie into your trip as well.
That's Saturday the 2nd?
Yes.
I'm going on that day.
There you go. 6:30 p.m. at the Bayside Stadium, along with fireworks afterwards. That's actually going to be on the 4th only. And if you go on the 4th, it's going to be music from the 13th Army Band, Florida National Guard.
Oh, man, I want to rather
But you'll get to see Lee Greenwood on July 2nd. That's
Okay.
awesome.
I am doing what Ashley does. I'm doing the gavel. Lee, listen up, buddy. If you come across this podcast, and if you come to this point, please listen very closely.
Language.
Lee Greenwood, please come to Atlanta. Because you're going to be in Orlando the weekend I'm not going to be able to go. And that's July 4th. By the way, I love your songs. I love your music.
How much are tickets, Owen?
They're not tickets. It's SeaWorld. So it's included with park admission.
It's free. I'm going to go.
Yeah, it's July 2nd and 3rd. So, and it's interesting because it doesn't list this here, but it's also going to be at Williamsburg at Busch Gardens on the 4th. So Lee Greenwood's going to perform on the 2nd and the 3rd in Orlando and in Williamsburg on the 4th.
Nice.
I might be there that weekend.
You should go. He puts on an amazing show.
I might have to go.
If not, Travis, you got a chance because he's going to be at Freedom Hall on September 3rd.
There you go. I'm actually going to go see Gavin DeGraw again on the day the day that he comes to Kentucky with what's his name? Andy Grammer.
So, more information coming from the Busch Parks, or the former Busch Parks, and that would be Busch Gardens, Tampa. Apparently, Cobra's Curse is testing, but it's not ready to open yet. So, we'll see what happens very soon. I know their media day was pushed back, and they have yet to announce, as far as I know, they've yet to announce a date for their media. Not that I've seen so far, at least.
Hopefully, whenever I'm down there.
Don't use that S word. I hate that word. Anybody that's a horror night fan knows the word soon is like persona non grata. Busch Gardens, Tampa, obviously their, I guess you would say their sister park here, Adventure Island, is starting a special. It's going to be called Island Nights. This celebration occurs every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Adventure Island from June 16th to August 6th. There's going to be extended park hours and quote-unquote tropical entertainment. There's going to be island-inspired performers, live DJ, games on the beach starting at 5 p.m. each event night. You're also going to see a sand sculpture artist who creates a brand-new masterpiece each and every week, and a fiery sunset finale that brings back the very popular Polynesian fire dancers. So Friday and Saturday they'll be open till 10 and 9 p.m. closure on Thursdays. Sad news, Universal Studios Japan, because they said their goodbyes to Back to the Future.
Rest in peace. Or should I say it like a certain wrestler? Rest in peace.
Apparently, from the final day, there were the Japanese cosplayers, and at the very last ride, right after it was finished, Doc climbed into the DeLorean one last time and drove off. So
that must have been cool.
That would have been awesome to see.
No more Back to the Future rides ever. No more. I think one in Japan was the last one.
It was the last one as of right now, but I have a feeling, like I said, that I told you that last time, that third gate that could pop up down the line, I think Back to the Future may have a home there.
We're never talking about the third gate again on this podcast.
We will see what happens with that.
I'm worried to talk about the third gate on this podcast. I really am.
Here's an interesting thing. I guess we'll jump back to Busch for a second here before we can move on to Universal Orlando. For the Food and Wine Festival, there are concerts that's going to be at the Beer Garden stage in Oktoberfest in Williamsburg. The shows are 40 minutes long, and they're going to be at 3, 5, 6:30, and 8 p.m. This is every Friday night. These are up-and-coming artists. And earlier tonight, or actually 2 hours ago, we Got the Beat. Next week, June 10th, is Gentleman and Their Lady. June 17th is Blue Label, and June 24th is Moonshine.
Nice.
Kind of cool. All right. Now we shift Universal Studios Hollywood, through the wonderful people at Screamscape, have dropped an interesting piece of knowledge. There's a new musical that's going to be coming, apparently, in 2017 to the park.
What is that?
Apparently, for what we're hearing, it's going to be based on the Pitch Perfect series.
Oh no.
Which would be interesting because that was an idea I had for Fear Factor Live a while back before they opened their street show Sing It.
Isn't all a cappella awful?
Exactly.
The new Colonel Sanders is creepy.
I am the token minority. Anyway.
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh God! Does he realize?
Cookie.
Does he realize for a second he made a wrestling reference he has no idea about?
Who, me?
Yes.
Biscuits and gravy?
Biscuits and gravy!
There you go.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding!
Okay, have fun.
Make you a man.
Festus turned into like a friggin' man beast.
You don't know who Festus is, but you know him now as Luke Gallows.
Oh, Doc, got you.
Yep. So it's interesting. He knows his TNA name. So
Yeah. That's
I've
his name in my video game.
Well, yeah, because he's got the Bullet Club version. Universal has put into place seasonal pricing, but only at the gates. So there is an adult. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. I didn't want to do it on a podcast. There's going to be an adult one-day two-part ticket is now $169, which is up $14 from previous, and the child's version is $164. The one-day, one-part tickets have gone up about $14 to $119 and $114 respectively.
Woo!
But if you buy your tickets online, you are still going to get the old pricing. So yeah, that's just available for the buying tickets at the gate. And nowadays, there's not many people that actually buy theme park tickets at the gate.
There's actually a surprising amount.
I will be, possibly.
Really? I mean,
SeaWorld.
you should buy them online at SeaWorld. I know at SeaWorld you save money by doing
You
it.
do save a lot of money if you buy SeaWorld.
I might be
or
buying
Busch
them
tickets.
through MWR, because I'm military.
Yeah. But seriously though, if you buy online at SeaWorld, it's much cheaper. I know that for a fact.
SeaWorld or Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
And if you buy with Busch Gardens, you actually can get a free shuttle that picks you up and takes you to Tampa and then brings you back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's very useful. It really is.
I just updated the channel. Woot woot.
All right. So
Yay.
let's move on to the world of Universal. I have a couple things for pass holders, and I have a couple of things otherwise. First off, we're going to talk about the Velvet Sessions at the Hard Rock. Hard Rock Hotel at the end of every month, usually the end of every month. There's a couple, I believe there's 1 or 2 months that doesn't have it. And at the Hard Rock Hotel, they have concerts at the end. It's the last Thursday of every month. And they usually have a very popular act, and you can get tickets that are a lot cheaper than you normally would anywhere else if you saw them at like a big venue. Like Bret Michaels, for example. Bret Michaels did that, and he was a lot cheaper if you could buy him normally. So Velvet Sessions tickets are $29, and that's all the way up to $50 if you want VIP. It's 21 and up. There's free specialty drinks and finger foods, and you get free valet. This time on June 30th is going to be Edwin McCain. So I think that would actually be a concert I would go check out. 6:30 p.m. start time. If you want more information, 407-503-2401. And you can get more information at velvetsessions.com.
Can you also go to velvetsky.com?
Bully Ray can.
Talk about letting them pigeons loose.
Oh, dear God. So, Universal Annual Pass holder news. We got a lot of cool things that have happened recently. The annual passes now have been converted to plastic, finally. We have plastic passes. and you are able to exchange your annual pass right now for a new plastic pass. Between June 3rd, today it just officially started, and the 19th, which is a Sunday, from 10 to 6 at Jurassic Park Discovery Center, at Islands and Cafe La Bamba at Universal. And after that, you're going to be able to pick them up at the guest services, which is where I'm going to get mine, and I cannot wait. More great things for Universal Annual Pass holders in June. There's going to be a Blue Man Group discount. Tickets from June 1st to July 31st are $54 plus tax.
That's not fun.
And that is a savings of $41 from the normal ticket price. $29 plus tax for children ages 3 through 9, and that is an $18.50 savings. You can purchase them on the website. The new Coke Freestyle Annual Pass Holder Cup is out now. It's $12.99 plus tax, and you can actually refill them each day for $5.99 through the end of 2016.
Just $5.99?
Just $5.99. So it's $1 cheaper than it would be normally. But that's still it's something.
And a question for you, Owen. Since even though they literally just released the plastic passes, how many years do you think it will be before we first went from paper to plastic, and then we get them on our phones?
I think it could happen eventually. It just kind of depends. I think there's going to be a newer kind of technology they'll use at Volcano Bay, but which I think may end up in the parks eventually. It just kind of depends. But right now, I think the fact that we have plastic passes finally is a good thing. They probably fit a lot better in those swank lanyards that everybody has.
Because my paper annual passes have seen better days.
Yeah, so is everybody's at this point. You can get a City Walk Party Pass for one pass holder and one guest, and that's completely free, and that's through June 1st through the 30th. And there is an exclusive annual pass holder Harry Potter package that includes 3 nights hotel accommodations, breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron, early park admission, a Shutter Buttons photography studio session in Diagon Alley. All that is included. It's starting at $85 per adult per night, tax inclusive, and that's at Cabana Bay. And starting at $89 at Sapphire Falls, starting at $135 for Lowe's Royal Pacific, Premier Resorts of the Hard Rock Hotel and Portofino Bay starting at $145, and the partner hotels starting at $59, which lists the Rosen Inn at Point Orlando. For more information, you can call Universal's annual pass holder hotline, 1-866-PASS-4-FUN.
Fun, 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 fun.
That's right. And, of course, the last piece of information. Earlier today, out of nowhere, a bombshell was dropped, and everything obvious has been made public. As for the 5th year in a row, The Walking Dead will be returning to Halloween Horror Nights 26.
5th and final year.
We shall see. It's interesting because it's going to combat the Walking Dead attraction that's going to be opening in Hollywood at the beginning of July, over the July 4th weekend. And it's pretty much going to be an amalgamation of all 6 seasons, and it's probably going to be a lot of high spots that you have seen since 2012, and a lot of new stuff that we are going to see for the first time, taking us from the hospital all the way to where we are now. The question is, are we going to see any characters that are familiar to us? I'm going to guess probably not. It's pretty much going to be from the survivors' eyes, so you're going to be the eyes and ears of the survivors going through this experience, so should be interesting.
I'm glad I'm not going now because I really hate The Walking Dead.
Well, see, what I said...
I really hate The Walking Dead.
Well, it's like what I said before we went live. This house, I believe that if this is the final year, and I do believe it is, this final house will be a thank you from Mike Aiello Charles Gray, TJ, Laura, even Patrick even, to AMC and Greg Nicotero saying, thank you for letting us bring this TV show to our event and letting our guests experience this every year. This house will be a thank you.
But there were rumors that were running around very rampant that this was going to be in the new location, the 9th location for a house, which tentatively speaking sounds like it's going to be a new tent over by Men in Black. And that was quickly dashed because Mike Aiello went on Twitter and basically said this is going to be in a soundstage. It's going to be sharing a soundstage with a yet unknown original property, which all speculation points to this is going to be Soundstage 24 A and B. So this will probably be in the B side of 24 along with the original property.
Andy, if you're still there, your thoughts on Walking Dead coming back for its 5th year?
Yeah, I don't care.
Alrighty then.
No, I don't follow Halloween so much, so yeah.
We'll get a lot more into that as we progress in the season. As we're talking about Hallow Scream and both Halloween Horror Nights events and probably not Scary Farm, we'll cover that a lot more as the summer progresses into the fall here on the Coaster Podcast. More information on The Walking Dead. I will be doing a personal video sometime this weekend, and tonight I can say right here without announcing it personally, I think that we're looking at tomorrow night will be our 3rd Halloween Horror Nights podcast on the podcast network. So check to my Twitter for more information.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Oh yes. And real quick before I end, Travis, I got one more thing to say to all the people that are a little bit agitated that The Walking Dead's coming back for a 5th year. Take this statement to heart, and you'll know what I mean when everything is officially clear. It's always darkest before the dawn.
Oh no.
Ha, ha, ha.
Don't make me. That's my gimmick.
No, it's Flash's gimmick that you stole from him rightfully. So.
Oh, gimmick infringement.
So yeah, that's what I have to say. It's always darkest before the dawn. So yeah, take that into consideration before you get upset. So that is the news from my side of Universal for the week. Hopefully we'll get more information soon, including a official announced release date for Skull Island Reign of Kong. There was an awesome little piece that was put out by USA Today, and it pretty much kind of spoiled a lot of the wondrous things you're going to see inside the queue. And I don't even want to talk about all the cool things that are in there, so yeah, it's pretty easy to find if you're searching for it.
Cool. My turn?
Yes.
Yeah, there's only 4 of us on.
Oh, that is true. Oh, I didn't even know I had that stuff. Okay.
You didn't even know 4 of us were on. What day is it, Travis?
Hump day.
Oh, my dad.
Give me 1 second. I'm prepared. It's just I wasn't prepared to be prepared this soon.
Why wouldn't you be? There's only 4 people on tonight.
No, we don't talk that much anymore. I don't know why.
There's nothing to talk about.
Okay, so we're going to start with this one. Don't do this to me every time. Windows 8, you suck.
Okay, there is one more thing while Travis is preparing his news. Six Flags Over Georgia now has it's not permanent, it's just for the summer. Six Flags Over Georgia has a Bugs Bunny kids show, not in Boomtown. It is in the famed Crystal Pistol Music Hall. And why a Bugs Bunny show? I have no idea.
Okay, so I have my stuff now.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to start out on the West Coast. Disneyland Resort has announced entertainment for the summer that will have guests experience a different theme every night of the week. Dancing will be the theme for weekends as a variety of big band swing, rockabilly, okay, and
Or
80s groups
rockabilly.
will take downtown Disney stage every night. Monday nights will feature an island reggae band performing Latin music. Oh, and there's people that will perform Latin music on Tuesdays. Wednesdays will be the heck. No, I don't want Windows 10. Never. I don't want to confirm a time. Can I do never? I don't want it. Close. Bruh. Close. Okay, don't close. Wednesday will feature a variety of country and Cajun artists, while Thursdays will be oldies and classic rock. And Dole, the pineapple people, are sponsoring Friday nights, and that's going to be a Polynesian theme. And Downtown Disney Stage is located on the west end of Downtown Disney near ESPN Zone. 2 to 6 p.m. each Saturday and Sunday for a bunch of dancing and acapella. Ew, acapella.
It's all awful.
Yeah, that's that. Dooney and Bork teamed up with Walt Disney World, and they are making limited edition magic bands, 1,500 in each of the 4 designs. They're okay, and they're gonna come with the Dooney and Burke slider. They're gonna be $48 each.
Jeez.
No thanks, I'm all set. Some big news out of Disney Cruise Lines. Enhancements coming to the Disney Wonder after they're dry docked in September and October. The Marvel Superhero Academy is located in the Oceaneers Club, and basically you're going to be playing along with Spider-Man, developing your Spidey senses, and other Marvel characters will join in the fun on digital screens. And kids will be able to use special software to control the characters' movements, so that'll be cool. As well as Frozen Adventures. Olaf will join in digitally and lead summery games with a wintry twist and a sing-along of In Summer. Kids will, as I listen to probably the most awesome song on the Star Wars soundtrack, kids will get ready for Coronation Day and a visit from Anna and Elsa, confirming that Anna and Elsa will be on the boat. Club Disney Junior, new Disney Junior activities including visits from Doc McStuffins, storytelling and games, and Andy's Room, not our Andy, a different Andy. A multi-level play area themed around Toy Story. Woody and Jesse will stop by, lead a hoedown, and join in a scavenger hunt. They're building 2 new restaurants. Actually, 1 restaurant and 1 bar. They're creating Tiana's Palace Restaurant, New Orleans French Quarter Supper Club, quote-unquote Supper Club, inspired by Princess and the Frog. Menu items will be versions of Louisiana specialties, and the music will be reminiscent of jazz street party celebrations. And Tiana's personal touch will be evident on the menu. I don't understand why that's a thing, but okay. And they're basically bringing in an English pub that'll have subtle nods to classic Disney films set in London. So there'll be stuff for Mary Poppins, most likely, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. The pub will also have its own special brew available. No one knows what it is, but cool. After Hours is the new adult district. That's where the English pub's gonna be, and they're also going to have an update to the Cadillac Club on the boat. They're going to be enhancing the Senses Spa and Salon, along with Animator's Palette. Will be getting 2 new dinner shows, I guess. I've never seen Animator's Palette, so I don't know if there's dinner shows or not. It just says dinner shows will be featured, so cool. Palace receiving a makeover with Venetian-inspired decor. What do you do? Cabanas, D Lounge, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, Edge Teen Club, and It's a Small World Nursery will all be enhanced somehow. And the pool deck will see a redesign with the addition of the Twist and Spout water slide, Dory's Reef Splash area for toddlers, and the Aqua Lab pool and interactive water slide areas. All these new features will be seen on the November 10th sailing out of Galveston, Texas. Tejas. If you are staying near the Magic Kingdom, you may be hearing some pyro going off in the middle of the night. In preparations for their new castle show, Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair, Disney's going to be testing audio and pyrotechnics overnight from June 2nd, which was yesterday, to about June 16th. And I would say Polynesian, Grand Floridian, and the Contemporary. Thank you. Contemporary and possibly Shades of Green might be able to hear these. I didn't hear much from Shades of Green whenever I stayed there for my sister's wedding, but never know. And the show opens on June 17th. 2 more pieces of information, I think. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more. Walt Disney World will host Pro Bowl related activities. Next football season, the annual Pro Bowl moves from Honolulu, Hawaii to Orlando, and Walt Disney World's getting in on the fun because they own ESPN and they can. The NFL's All-Star Game will be held the week before the Super Bowl, and teams of players that are voted on by the fans. This year's game will be held January 29th, 2017, in Camping World Stadium, which is formerly known as the Citrus Bowl. Teams will practice at ESPN World of Sports Complex, Disney's state-of-the-art facility. But if fans want to get a glimpse of their players, they should head to the Magic Kingdom, where players will parade down Main Street. Hopefully not every day, because that would be weird. And Pro Bowl-themed events are going to be planned for Disney Springs. And tickets for the Pro Bowl will go on sale in November. So pick those up.
Camping World Stadium is the worst name, by the way.
Camping World Stadium?
Yeah, what even is Camping World? Never heard of it.
Because you don't live in the South.
Yeah, but they don't even have one in Orlando. We talked about it on OTR.
Camping World's a company that sells campers.
Ooh.
I mean, it's still better than Jiffy Lube Live. Jiffy Lube Live. Live. I literally can't even say it, but I said live. But yeah, that's just a terrible name. Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, it used to be Live. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Name your stadiums well. Citrus Bowl is better.
Yeah.
Corporate takeover of sports arenas.
What?
The corporate takeover of sports arenas.
Yeah, the corporate ministry. What? Rumors have been swirling around the internet for a possible bar being added to the exit of Tower of Terror. Disney never confirmed any of the rumors, but they kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Especially when things started to be cleaned out. I didn't even know things were starting to get cleaned out, but okay. And as of, I believe today or yesterday, WDW News Today says that Disney has changed their mind and the bar will no longer be in the plans. The merchandise team wasn't keen on the bar in the middle of their very profitable retail outfit or outlet, the exit of Tower of Terror. They were thinking of the same thing for Launch Bay, but it never happened. Hopefully we get a cool themed bar with something, because there needs to be more in Hollywood studios, like badly. And that's it. That's all I got. So, you guys have anything to talk about with those?
No, not really.
No, really? Seriously?
There's really not much to talk about right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Frozen opens in a couple weeks. Couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay, but that yellow building looks awful.
It does. It really does.
Like, I don't care if you like Frozen or not, but that building just terrible paint colors.
And I
Carousel
don't
of Progress is being painted. They're painting the building of the Carousel of Progress right now.
Yeah. I
I
saw
haven't seen
that.
pictures yet. How's it look?
It looks good.
It kind of looks a lot like Captain EO.
It really does.
Like the shirt that Michael Jackson wore, those color scheme, that's exactly what it looks like.
All right. Well, I hate to do this, but I think that's our show.
Just nothing to talk about right now.
It really isn't. Mako. We talked about Mako. Talked about Cobra's Curse. Yeah, I think we're done. All right. So, Andy,
Yeah.
go.
So you can find me at themeparksandtravels.com. If you want to see more about Invader, we got an update over there. You can follow us on Twitter at TPTravels, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/themeparksandtravels. Follow us on Instagram at themeparksandtravels, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/themeparksandtravels. You can find me personally at TPT Andy on Twitter, and
He
you can
never
find
uses it.
yeah, but I basically okay. I made that account to subtweet. Not gonna lie. But
Good thing to admit live.
I've barely used it for subtweeting either. So, and it's the people who I want to subtweet won't even see stuff on there. So yeah. Oh yeah, you can also follow our West Coast correspondent Michael, who is not here today. He's at the Cheesy Turtle on Twitter. That's it. All right.
All right, Will.
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, all at HHNDog, DAWG. I will my YouTube channel has amazing Horror Nights content. I just released my 5th Horror Nights video today. Whatever. Yeah, so check my channel out. Yeah, that's it from me.
All right. Owen.
You can follow me at Sir Owen Disney. You can follow the Podcast Network at Podcast Network. There most likely will be our 3rd Halloween Horror Nights 26 podcast. Time to be announced. We're looking at between 9:30 and 10. When more information is announced, I'll have it on my Twitter for sure. We have a merchandise store on Zazzle. It's under Podcast Network. And that's pretty much it right now. We've got a lot of good content this week, a lot of movie content, a lot of wrestling content. We've got the Horror Nights podcast tomorrow night. We've got the NXT, this is the end. The NXT Takeover The End podcast on Wednesday. We've got the Saturday version of the Wednesday Wrestling Podcast on Wednesday night, and on Sunday we've got Slammiversary Podcast, and Monday's Raw, and that next Monday is Raw too. So yeah, we got a lot of wrestling content coming on the channel if you're a wrestling fan. So stay tuned.
I don't know what that was, but okay. Where did my book go? I'm losing everything. I rearranged my desk, and I can't find any of my things. Like, seriously. Oh my goodness, whatever.
I can't find any of my things because my desk is a mess.
Oh, I put it down here. Whoops.
I've got a million books out on here.
Okay, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook, Snapchat at Travis Coaster. You can follow this podcast on Twitter at TheCoasterCasters. You can follow our Instagram and Facebook page at TheCoasterCastersPodcast. You can follow the podcast I do with my friend Erin. We just talk about Disney. It's at PPL Mover Podcast on Twitter. And you can follow Erin on Twitter at WDWORDS. And then that's it. Thank you all for watching. And I'm going to take this vinyl record off the vinyl before it destroys itself. I'm just joking. It's not going to destroy itself, I promise. It needs to be flipped. All right. Talk to y'all later. See ya.